Okay, welcome to Expressive Skills Lesson 2. So we're looking at 2 other expressive skills in more detail today. So just a reminder of what could come up in the exam in section A of the exam. So you could be asked to define these expressive skills, describe a short movement phrase around these expressive skills. You might be asked how you can improve expressive skills and what is the importance of these expressive skills. So just a reminder that you might be asked actually how to define expressive skills in general. So there is the definition for you. So we did focus, projection and facial expressions last lesson. Just try and think to yourself right now, pause the video and see if you can fill in all of the other expressive skills, just so you can continue to check your knowledge and which ones you keep forgetting. Okay. Today we are doing spatial awareness, so we need to be able to define it, which is the consciousness of the surrounding space and its effective use. So we often use this term spatial awareness in practical classes. It's just being really aware of what's around you, who's around you, and using the space effectively. So when kind of describing an example of how you can be spatially aware, you could say holding your own space and being in the correct formation, so where the choreographers put you, that you're not taking up someone else's space, you're using your peripheral vision to dance in your own space and in the correct formation or place that you're meant to be. How do we improve spatial awareness? So you could use the mirrors. You could rehearse with the mirrors to see kind of where you are in relation to other people or maybe props. You could also use your peripheral vision, so that's really extending eyes wide so that you can see kind of out the corner of your eye to check how close you are, and just generally knowing where people are in the space, knowing kind of how far you can reach in the space, where your dance is going to travel you, and just being aware of who's around you. Important. So why is it important to be spatially aware? Obvious one, we don't want any injuries, collisions, so it's essential kind of to reduce the injuries so you know where everybody is, you're not going to run into them. But also on a performance aspect, you want to be in the correct place, in the correct formation. So being spatially aware, you want to be in the correct position, so that's why it's important. Again, feel free to pause this and add any others that you can think of kind of under these columns. Next, sensitivity to other dancers. Okay, so these two, spatial awareness and sensitivity to other dancers, are quite similar, almost come as a pair. So we just want to be really clear in our brains about the difference between these two. So how do we define sensitivity to other dancers? It is about the awareness of and connection to other dancers. Okay, so we think about the people around us. We have an awareness to who we are dancing with and in connection with them. So you're being sensitive to other dancers. So describing it. So performing actions in a formation, being aware of other dancers. You can also talk about contact here. That would be quite an obvious one. In sensitivity to other dancers, the definition is that connection to other dancers. So you could use a contact example in the describing it section. So how do we improve sensitivity to other dancers? Again, similar to spatial awareness, you could use your peripheral vision, could use the mirrors, could ask for teacher feedback. You could rehearse contact or harder elements with a large group of people beforehand, keep practicing so that you get more sensitive to where everybody else is. The importance of sensitivity to other dancers. So again, reduce the chance of injuries, collision, so that you're in the correct space. So again, very similar to spatial awareness. Just going to put up some example questions just so we're really clear on what we can be asked. So a really simple one would be to define focus. Okay, that would be a 2-mark question. Just copy out the definition, that would get you the full 2 marks. Second one, describe a movement phrase that includes the skill projection. Okay, so that's the describe it box. So that is simply describing a movement phrase that shows that you understand projection in a movement example. Again, 2 marks. Make sure that's detailed to get the 2 marks. Third one, give 2 reasons why facial expressions are important for a dancer. So that would have kind of an A and a B underneath, and you just state 2 clear, different reasons of the importance of facial expressions. So an example that we're missing here is the improvement question. So you could also ask, describe a movement phrase that could improve the skill, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so you might be asked how you can improve expressive skills as well. Just pause the video and you can write these out in your books and try these exam questions. And just a plenary kind of question to think about. Why is it important for a dancer to be spatially aware and sensitive to other dancers? You can write this in your books if you want to, and mind map kind of reasons why it is important, why it is essential to have these expressive skills.